Hey guys, welcome back to another video with the Sui Tutor. And today, um, we're going to be doing something really small, and I'm going to be trying to summarize the SAT word for you as much as possible. So for people who have never taken the SAT, they probably think it's like really hard, but it's not even that big of a deal. You just need to know the main skills, and that's probably enough for most subjects. The only hard part about that SAT is the practicing. Okay. The practicing is not even hard. It just needs a lot of time. Okay. I'm not gonna bore you with or anything, but just to let you know, like I'm going to be basically summarizing my previous 1.1 video into this 1.2 video. If you would like a more summarized approach, if you've had some experience like getting tutored for the SAT or something, it's still gonna be a first try. So from someone who has studied the SAT for like almost a year now, I've learned that from every single thing I've taken, what matters most are three things. One, vocab. Two, reading skills. And three, your math question solving. Okay. Now let me go into specific detail. So for the first thing, the vocab. The vocab on the SAT is a very big provided list, and it usually changes within the month you take the SAT because this test doesn't stay the same. It's completely randomized. It's like a math test that you take at school to measure your growth, basically. The questions are randomized. You can never have like a for sure accurate representation of the test except if you go to the question bank, which is pretty helpful. I'll be talking about later in this video. But for now, the vocab consists the SAT consists of around, I think, 6 to, I'm pretty sure 5 to 6 5 to 8, sorry, vocab questions. But even though you think that's a small amount, you don't know how much questions there are. Most people online, you can find some free SAT vocab things, but like that's old. For new lists, they're primarily up from 200 to 400 words, and I'm not saying you should memorize all of them because that's gonna take so long, and like it's basically useless because like what's 400 words memorizing gonna do for you if you only have 5 to 6 questions? What you should try to do instead is quiz yourself on them. So I used the approach when I was studying for the SAT, where instead of memorizing it, reading it, and just try to memorize it in general, I'd maybe read it, read it really quickly the first time, and then I do a quiz on all the words. See what I get wrong, read it again, do a quiz on the words every single time. I keep doing that until I reach my maximum. Like for example, if you had 100 words in a set that you were trying to finish in one day, you could do maybe the first time you'll get 70 out of 30, so 70%, and then 30 wrong, and then the next time you read it again, you'll get like 85 right, 15 wrong. You just keep going until you can get to 100%, and if you don't want to do that, just go up to like 90-ish percent. Okay. It might seem like a lot, but if you're doing this might not even take like more than an hour and a half or 2 hours a day, and this is like studying 100. You're basically studying 100 words a day. It's not gonna take you more than 2 hours, and no one's gonna be studying like 2 hours a day except if they're counting it up. If you have way more time, what you should do is like take 25 words, okay, every single day, which is way easier. It's gonna take like 30 minutes a day to quiz yourself on them, and like most probably be able to reach 100% on all the words, and just keep doing the sets, keep doing them, keep doing them, keep doing them, keep doing them, keep doing studying them until you have gotten a full range exercise of all the 200 to 400 words. Okay? If you keep doing that, it's more than enough um, until your SAT. And if you're studying vocabulary, I'd recommend starting like 2 months before, which will give you way more time than you even need. It's just for extra precaution. If you have some time, time is tight or something, then it's way easier for you to start earlier. The earlier the better, of course. Okay. Secondly, we have reading skills. Okay. Why are the reading skills important, you might ask? Because on the SAT, the questions aren't like a normal hard comprehension, which like you might find difficult. They're even way harder. The SAT's questions consist of somewhat right answers, but they go into um, like kind of off track. That small part that might seem wrong probably makes the whole question wrong, but you don't even know because like you think all the answer choices look the same. What you should look for though, always, what translates the citation, and don't be too extreme or general while judging the choices. Okay. Some choices may appear too extreme, so it might be too general. You should look what's for more like a balance between them, equates them. They're equally distributed. And but if it's mostly too extreme, it's usually wrong. And if it's too general, it's usually wrong too. You should look what translates the citation mostly accurate from all the answer choices, the strongest one. And always remember that it translates the citation, but also answers the question itself. You might have two translations, but one doesn't even answer the question. You should look most importantly after finding what translates for what answers the question itself. Okay. Then lastly, your math question. Solving. For math, there are a lot of subjects. We're talking about like graphing, geometry, stats, algebra, sequences, advanced math, etc. It's a lot of lessons to study in a short period of time, so I usually recommend starting 3 months before the SAT. Why? Because it's a lot of information. Like these looks like 8 topics, but they have so much subtopics. Like for graphing, you might have like 5. For geometry, you might have 8. For statistics, you might have 2. Algebra, you have a lot because algebra goes into many sequences. Only one because it's a subject by itself. Advanced math, sequences falls under advanced math, but advanced math is like usually the puzzle questions, and you have more. Okay, so what I recommend for this is going on to the question bank, and then just like solving as much as you can, find where your weak points are, try to strengthen them, and hopefully I'll be posting a more math in detailed course soon. And you also should know this, you learn how to use desmos.com, the graphing calculator that you're gonna be provided with on the SAT. It cuts you so much time instead of doing everything handwritten. It'll just save you a lot of time in general. Okay. So now, what should you do to be able to finish all of this in like the best, most powerful way possible? Firstly, you should know the earlier you start, the better. But no one remembers everything long term. So a full course of SAS studying, if you just started, would take 3 to 4 months. Primarily the first 3 being learning, and the last being exercises. and review. So if you have no idea about the SAT and you're starting right now, I'd recommend you take the December one. If you're like really about to start, you can scram in December one, but it will be better to delay it a little bit. But whatever works for you. Um, and that's basically it. I'll be posting more in detail course guides on my channel to help you to help summarize and make it easier on you to study.